Well, it seems our last video on the great COVID overreaction hit a nerve. Guess what? We got a community guidelines strike. You know, in some corners of the digital world, that's like a badge of honor. If you're out here on the internet, sharing real truth, and you don't have at least 2 of these shiny little strikes by now, well, you're doing something wrong. See, here's the deal, folks. You're not supposed to question the narrative. You're supposed to sit down, shut up, and follow orders. Don't you dare talk about lockdowns, or how they wrecked the economy, or how our freedoms have been slowly eroded. No. That's dangerous. Dangerous to who, exactly? Dangerous to them, the gatekeepers of truth, the ones who can't handle a little dissent in their perfectly manicured echo chamber. Community guidelines, they call it. But what they really mean is thought guidelines. Think this way. Believe this. Don't question that. Well, sorry, TikTok, but I've never been very good at following rules, especially ones designed to keep us quiet. Here's the real kicker, though. If I'm getting strikes, it means I'm getting under their skin. I'm hitting nerves. I'm making you think. And that's exactly what I'm here for. If your voice isn't stirring the pot, if you're not ruffling feathers, then what are you even doing? Playing it safe? Please. The truth doesn't need a safe space. So let me say this loud and clear. If you don't have at least 2 community guidelines strikes by now, you're just part of the noise. You're a background character in the great show of censorship. And guess what? I've got plenty more strikes in me. The next one's going to be a big one. Because in my next video, we're diving into the Chinese Communist Party's history of brainwashing and failure. Oh yes. Let's talk about how real censorship works. Let's talk about how the Chinese Communist Party turned brainwashing into an art form. How they controlled thought, crushed dissent, and built a regime on the back of fear and manipulation. You think this little TikTok strike is something? It's just a glimpse of what happens when full control over speech is achieved. Ask anyone who's lived through the Cultural Revolution if they could speak their mind freely. Spoiler alert, they couldn't. But the best part? The real cherry on top of this whole censorship sundae is that the Communist Party has failed. Oh sure, they've kept power, they've kept control. But their grand plans for utopia? Their promises of a worker's paradise? Yeah, that turned out to be a massive failure. And what did they use to keep people in line through all of this? Censorship, thought control, and a well-oiled propaganda machine. Sound familiar? I'm just saying, anytime you start cracking down on speech, you're following the playbook of failed regimes. If you need to silence people to win an argument, you've already lost. So TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, whatever platform you're on, bring on the strikes. Bring on the bans. You can take down my videos, slap me with community guidelines strikes, but you'll never silence the truth. Because, my dear followers, truth doesn't care about your guidelines. Truth cuts through the noise, the censorship, the lies. And so do I. And for the rest of you, stay tuned for the next video. We're going straight into the heart of censorship history, and trust me, you won't want to miss this. Cyber Prophet Dave will always be here to guide you through the noise, strikes and all. Until next time, freedom fighters, consider yourself led to paradise. Dave, out.